Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Hope everybody's doing well today. I am here with another craft and chat, and we're going to be doing a continuation of our Tim Holtz, using up our stash. And I'm not using just Tim Holtz things, but mainly that. And we had last time went ahead and started our journal, and I'm hoping everyone got a chance to kind of finish that. What you should have ended up with, if you did what we did, is you should have ended up with basically a journal. Here I've got the top of it off, but we did our chipboard cover, and I used burlap on top. You could use anything, whatever you want to do. I kind of changed it up a little and added some different paper on the inside because I wanted some contrast. I'm going to put this in here. And on my rings, I had some rusted rings that I used, and I will put in the description box my rusting solution if you want to do that. I just kind of like the look of it, and I had them, so thought I'd use them. So anyway, you should have, had you done your pages, and I didn't really say how many pages. I ended up with doing enough for 2 journals, and it may even end up having to take some of these out. The great thing about doing this ring bound journal is that after we decorate this, if it turns out too thick or something and we want to take pages out and maybe make another journal, all we have to do is make another cover, and we can just have a whole new journal. So this is like the gift that keeps on giving, and that's kind of why I'm doing it this way, because I don't really want to do like a start to finish. I kind of just want to do just an add-on type thing that we visit occasionally. And I think I'm going to mainly be doing these on Tuesdays because I want to be able to do some other videos also, and we'll just see, and we may do them more often. I have no idea. But anyway, this is kind of what I did, and I mixed up the Tim Holtz papers. These are just some other scrapbooking papers, which is interesting. I will tell you that I went through a lot of my paper pads, and it was kind of interesting. Like this is one that I found. This I thought was really cool. They're kind of a mixed media look, and this was a mixed media paper that I had, but I also in some of my other papers had things like this that I didn't even know were there. And so I just kind of used some of those papers, like this paper, and we had sandwiched them in between a thicker, ugly, paper that we didn't like. And then on the Tim Holtz ones, for the most part, I just did those back to back because they're thicker. And I only really did that because when I do these ring bound journals, I don't really like the paper with the rings, because they tend, even with the hole reinforcers on them, they tend to, not do real well, and they don't turn well, and but this way, they're really kind of sturdy. And the way that we're going to be doing this, though, is we'll probably just take pages out and decorate them and then put them back in. And as I said, if it turns out too thick, we can always put bigger rings on them. I'm just going to show you these. I have these rings that I can put on them, and that will, hold more. Or we can just make another journal out of it. And that's kind of why I ended up making 2 journals, is because I had enough papers cut out that I just went ahead and sewed them up and decided to make 2. I'm taking the cover off because we're going to be decorating this cover. So I ended up with 2, and they're the same size. So we have our back cover on here. which I am going to actually do some decorating on, but I'm not going to do it today because we definitely will not have time for that. But I did want to show you that if you sewed your journal and did what I did, then you're going to end up with that. I had, I think, 20 pages in each one, which was, I think I did. Let me see. 1, 3, 4, 5. I'll let you see this one too. 6, 7. You see all the different pages. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think I did. It was 20 pages. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, with the front cover and the back cover, it's 20 pages. So, you know, that's a good size journal because it's 40 pages total, and we're going to decorate them, and so it should be fun. Okay, so anyway, what I want to do today is I am going to try and decorate both covers today. I don't know that I'll have time to put all the hardware and stuff on, but we'll be able to do maybe do all the decorating within an hour, because that's the goal. So let's just get started, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and do it, and as I do it I'll tell you what I'm using, and then that way, you know, if you kind of want to do something similar, you can do it. Now honestly guys, I'm just digging through my stash. I have purchased a few of the new 2022 things, but I'm using a lot of old stuff too, so you may or may not be able still to get those. I think you can. I think I looked online and you can still purchase a lot of these things, but I'm just trying to use what I have, and you know, I encourage you to do that too. Just like the scrapbooking papers that I had, very old. I don't think that you can probably get them anymore, but I just look through your stuff and see what you have, and you can incorporate it with your Tim Holtz stuff. And I'll try and, you know, when I'm doing stuff, if I can think of alternatives that you can use, then maybe I'll mention that too. That way, you know, you don't have to, because I am gonna, there's some things that he has out that I can get, but I'm not going to buy, because I think I can kind of duplicate that look with something else that I already have. And when I'm doing that, I'll tell you, you know, so it's not that his product isn't great. It's just that, you know, I may be able to do it with things I already have. So anyway, what I'm going to start with is, let's start with, I have everything that I'm going to use for this cover in this basket. So let me put it over to the side because I need more room probably. And then that way we can kind of just maybe get through this pretty quick. So the first thing I used, let me see here. These are the window frames. Now this is 2022, and I really like these. I like the look of them, and they're chipboard, and I don't know, you get 10 of them in here, and I bought these, you know, at 40% off, so I don't remember. You can get them on Amazon, so that's something if you want to do that. But anyway, so I'm using those, and I'm going to be using also, where did it go? Ugh. Okay, so I have, everything's falling. I have like an avalanche in front of me. I'm trying to keep all the products together so that I can show you what I'm using. So the snapshots, these are the new snapshots where they're just basically, they have the white border around them and they're just different pictures, and I really like these. There's some really cool ones in there. So the thing to realize though is when you have these, you don't have to use them, you know, as is. You can always cut them up, and that's kind of what I did. I used this one, and then I used this one. And so the first one, I went ahead and took the frame, and then I took the picture of the house and I cut it down to fit in behind here, because I wanted a picture of a house, you know, in the background for what I'm going to do. And so I have that, and I'm going to put that down. I thought about distressing this a little bit, but honestly, I kind of like it the way it is. So I think I'm just going to leave it and kind of keep it simple. And then what I want to do is I have, let's see here, all of these different pieces. And this one, this is looks like a, you know, the old notebooks that we used to have. And that comes from, what is this called? A curated collection of salvaged elements. I don't know. It might be called salvaged elements. I lost the top of the packaging. I think I accidentally cut it off. I'm not really good at doing that, saving everything, but I think it's salvaged elements. And I know you can still get that on Amazon. So it does have all kinds of really cool little things in it, and numbers and fun stuff. And I picked this out mainly because of the color, no other reason. You definitely could just use any kind of scrapbook paper or whatever, but I wanted a base to put down here, just to back thing, you know, to have something behind here, because I didn't want just this burlap on there. And then I picked out some other elements. I mainly pick things out based on shape and color. And this was also from that same pack. I'm trying to think what other things I took out from that pack. I think that was it. Then what I decided is I wanted a person to put in front, and this is the new, this is the mini, paper dolls. And these are a good size, especially if you use them on tags and stuff. You get a ton of them. I probably never use them all, but so I picked this lady out, and I wanted to use her because I want to put her in front of the house. And then what I did is I used, what is this called? This is transparent wings, and these are the older ones, you know, that they had. And you get a ton of them in here. Again, you know, you get so many with some of the stuff. It's just, I don't know if I'd ever use it all, but so anyway, I picked out some wings from here. So I'm going to use those. So I'm trying to keep these together so I can at least tell you. I can't always keep them in the thing, so I'm trying to remember to put these in there so I can tell you where I got this stuff. And I used a lot of, other than that, I used a whole lot of the ephemera packs. These are ones that I've had. They're all mixed up in here. I've got field notes, I've got the snippets, and yeah, I think I have 2 of the ensemble. I might have the small ones and then I have some bigger ones. So, you know, the small ones, some of them are really tiny, and I just haven't used those a lot. I'm going to try and figure out ways to use those because they're really small. They're falling out. But this thing's overflowing, so I thought I have to use some of those. And then I used the milk caps that he has, and I do believe they still have those. I don't have the little thing from that. Let me see. Do I have those? I don't think I do. But I do have quite a few of those still, and I thought I used that. And that was pretty much it. I have some metal pieces that, you know, are things that I've had. See, look, those fell out of there. They just fall. Every time I do this, they fall. So, but anyway, that's kind of mainly what I used. So I thought we would just kind of put this together. And these are not Tim Holtz. I think I just generically got those on Amazon. And because I bought them in bulk, he does have those. And I do have some of his book plates. But I do not have, in fact, I need to get the little things to put in there. Let me see. Yep. Here we go. Do I want those or do I want these? I don't have the dark ones. Where did they go? Yeah, they're probably here. Yeah, I'm going to need these. These are just generic little things to put in there, so I will need those. Okay, so let's get started with this, and then I am going to be inking things, and I'm going to use mainly walnut stain, just because I really like the walnut stain on a lot of this. Maybe some ground espresso also, because on these dark pieces, you know, it may not show up. So I don't know what happened to all my little inkers. They all just seem to disappear. So, but anyway, I'm going to mainly, I think, use the walnut stain. So I'm going to ink things as I go and kind of get ready to glue these all down. I think for the most part, I'm going to be using my 3-in-1 glue. I have it in this Sugar Bell tube, but it's just 3-in-1. Just because it's a stronger glue and I'm putting some heavier things down, and I want to make sure that they stay down. So, alright, so let's get going on this. And, alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to glue this down. And I got to try and get an idea. Excuse my dogs. I have my son's dog. He went out of town. And so, of course, we're babysitting. And my dog, Dory, it's her sister. They're both little golden retrievers. And they're only a year old. So they tend to, you know, get a little excited. And I think my husband just took them to the dog park and thought they would lay down and rest for a little bit, but we'll see, because they usually get pretty tired after they go. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of put that down, and I'm hoping I'm putting it in the right place, because honestly, I don't know. I think I need a little bit of room over here. So I'm kind of putting that right centered, and I'm probably not going to glue everything else down. I'm just going to put that down and then kind of position things and glue as I go. Let's see. The next big thing I'm going to just kind of set down is I'm going to put that down. I'm going to kind of center it maybe. And the other big, let me get her element that I have is this little round thing. I guess it's a bullseye, and I'm mainly doing it for color, and you know, the shape, because I like to have round things in there. And I'm kind of setting things down where I think I'm going to want them. So let's see here. I had already kind of positioned somewhat where I wanted it. So let's put that like maybe right here. I think that's how I want it. And on this one, I'm not really that concerned about any real, you know, it's not going to be like a theme, but I have kind of a theme on the cover. Like, I'll probably not have themes all over, but I will probably, you know, each like tag will have a theme, or each page will have a theme, like kind of like that. Okay, I want to put that on there. No, you know what? I think I'm going to put that over here. Or maybe I'm going to put it over here. Maybe I'll put that over here. Yeah, I don't want it to be too perfect. And then I think I want that kind of over here. Or maybe I want it behind here. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it over here. This is just one of the flashcards, the small ones. So I'm going to put that there. And this came from one of the ephemera kits. Oh, the other thing is this is the chipboard pieces. And I don't have the cover for those, but they're like these right here. And I have those in a baggie, so I don't have it. But they are the chipboard, and they have all the different things on them. I actually think I'm going to use Vintage Photo on that because I want them, it's kind of weight. And I want to kind of get it a little less weight, you know, just to make it look a little better with our stuff. And then I'll probably put the walnut on the edges. Yeah, that looks better. And you know, something I never thought about on these is that I kind of was like, I didn't use them a lot because they were kind of thick. And, you know, I don't know, you know, I just kind of didn't realize that you could peel this and then, you know, make them a little bit thinner. So I don't know where I'm going to put that for sure yet. Let me go. Now, this thing, I am going to put those little brads in it and glue it down. And I thought I had it over here. I don't remember. I think it was off to the side because I had this bird here, and I actually think I'm going to emboss that bird to make it a little thicker and more substantial. I don't remember if I was going to emboss anything else. I thought I was going to do something else, and now I don't remember. Let's see, I'm putting this over here, but maybe this is going to go up higher. I wanted something else round on there. See, so I have something round up here and that here. And I'm putting that off to the side. And then I'm going to have her like right in this in the middle probably. And then put that kind of right here. And I think I was going to put that up there. I was going to put that up there. And then I had a few other little pieces that I was going to put in there. Now in this thing, I took one of the pieces from the ephemera packs and cut it down because I wanted to put it in here because I think that would look cool. And I always put it in there to where you can still tuck something in there if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and glue that in there, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the little brads on there and glue that on there, and that's how that's going to look right there. Let's see here. What else do I want to do here? So, oh yeah, I have one of these things. These are these metal pieces. Let me see if I can find that. Here we go. And that is this one. And I got these for 40% off because I don't think I would have bought them otherwise. But anyway, I thought they were kind of cool. I love putting the metal pieces on Tim Holtz stuff because to me somehow it just seems like they go. And it has no, real significance other than I'm going to put that there. And then I had a few other little pieces I'm probably going to tuck in, just kind of mainly for color. I don't know if I'm going to put that in there or not. I don't know, I may not use that. And then I have this other. I want to put another touch of red up here, so maybe I'll put, I can move that over a little bit. I can have that on here. And then maybe put that there, or maybe have it sticking out from here. Or up here. Maybe have that up there. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave everything here for a minute. I'm going to emboss these two. Move this over, which hopefully without, making a huge mess. All right. And let me go ahead and get my stuff out to do that. So let's try that. And oh, I do want to, I inked that. I haven't inked this, so this little tiny hand. I should have had this sitting upside down. So this is the Distress Embossing Dauber, and I got this, I don't remember what it was. I think I bought something and it came with it, and I thought I don't really need that. Well, I'll tell you, I really like this thing because it works pretty well. Let me get it. I need like a piece of paper to do. Let me use this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that because it, I mean, you can dip this in your Versamark or whatever, but I honestly, I like using this. So I'm going to put that there. And do that there. And I'm probably, I'm using the ultra thick embossing powder clear. And so anyway, I like this. So let me try that. I'm probably going to do like a couple coats of this, so I may just leave it in there because I'll just may dip it in the second time. Okay, so we have our two little pieces that we embossed. So let's go ahead and see if we can start doing this. Okay, and then now I need to glue this in and put my brads in there. And then I'm going to put a couple of little brads in here too. So let me get my brads out. And let's see, for this I'm going to use this color, and they're little teeny tiny ones. So let's go ahead and put those in. Now I don't put the brads through the chipboard. I'm just going to basically put them here and glue this whole thing on. All right, I think that's it. I think that is that cover. Now I just have to put these pieces on. And I'm going to do the closure later, but I just want to get this on now. So I'm putting a little glue in there because I want it to, you know, stick, but I'm also going to put my pliers in there and get that down. I don't want to put too much glue because I seem to be doing that a lot, but I do want it to stick, so I kind of just leave it, and then I'll go back in with my pliers and push down to make sure it's stuck on. But anyway, that's that cover. And time-wise, I think we're probably not going to have time to do the whole other cover. So I think what I'll do is, we've got that one, and then I'm going to work on the other one. And I may or may not just put it in this and speed it up, or I may just show you the finished product. I'm not sure. It just depends on how much I can edit the video.